What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Let's get right into it, man. Let's talk about Justin Fields. You see the title. I believe, unless something drastically changes, the Bears have to get rid of Justin Fields and start anew at quarterback after this season. After year three, game two, in all honesty, and look, let me say a quick disclaimer. I'm not a Bears fan. Shoot, I was leading the bandwagon for Justin Fields being the number one overall pick in his draft class a couple years ago with him and Trevor Lawrence. I was on him heavy. I thought Fields would be the guy. I knew the issues he had reading defenses and stuff like that, but I thought that he would overcome that. But like I said, I'm not a Bears fan. I'm a Falcons fan, but I like Fields a lot. But there's no way in the world he stays with the Bears after this season. He looked like a rookie quarterback. I'm not gonna lie to you. He looked like a rookie quarterback, and behind my voice, you see on the screen here if you're watching on video, some of the lowlights and some of the mistakes he's making, and it's all year three stuff. It's nothing old. It's nothing from last year. Nothing from 2 years ago. All from this year in his first two games. Yesterday versus the Buccaneers, and last week versus the Packers. And it's just too often times feels a little like he's a rookie out there, doesn't know where to go with the ball. And the main thing I summarize from watching him from 2 years ago all the way to now, he doesn't trust what he sees. He doesn't trust his eyes. And that's point blank simple. If he trusts what he sees, he can use his progressions and go on to the next wide receiver. Or if he trusts what he sees, throw the ball. So it's either one or the other. If you see something and it looks good, throw it. If you see something it don't look good, move on to your two, to your three, to your fourth progression. And he's just not doing that enough times to Bears fans liking and to just NFL standard in general. And just some of these passes, guys, or some of these drop back plays, he's just sitting there staring somebody down. He's not analyzing what he's seeing. He's just looking, and then clock runs out. He either gets sacked, starts to run, move backwards, gets a super big sack, or tries to scramble, fumbles the ball. So it's like, man, Fields just can't seem to get it right. I think, and you hear all the time about athletes saying, oh, the second year, third year, I kind of get used to the speed. Everything slows down for me. It seems like the only time the field or the players slow down for Fields is when he's running the ball. When he's running, he's electric. He's great. But when he's throwing the ball, a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times, he just look like he can't see the full field. It feel like some of the field just cut off from him. And I've always felt this way for a long time, and it's kind of crazy because my favorite player of all time, and I will say this to the day I pass away, I'm a Michael Vick stan. I'm a Falcons fan because of Michael Vick. I'm a VTech football fan because of Michael Vick. Michael Vick made it cool to me personally to be left-handed. Michael Vick grew up a couple cities away from me when we're from the same state. Like, it's a big age gap. Not big, but a nice age gap. So I didn't grow up with Vick and nothing like that. But, Vick was a Falcon maybe year 3 or year 4 when I started watching football. So, I'm that young. But just like, man, like, I'm a Michael Vick stan. But me being 28 now, me playing football, knowing what I like and knowing what I don't like, as in certain positions for playing football, if you ask me right now, would I take prime Michael Vick to be my starting quarterback of my team? I'll say no. If you give me prime Lamar Jackson from a few years ago, I'll say no. You give me Cam Newton, I'll say no. You give me Justin Fields, I will say no. And for me, it just comes down to this simply. If your running ability is far greater than your throwing ability, I don't want you as my starting quarterback. And Fields fits that mold. Michael Vick, Prime Vick fits that mold. Lamar, to me, fits that mold. Even Josh Allen, Cam Newton, those guys, to me, fit that mold. And it's not like you have to be, a super gunslinger and stay mobile and stand like a statue in the pocket. But you have guys like Herbert. You have guys like Pat Mahomes. You have guys like Dak Prescott. You have guys, excuse me, that historically, their arms are greater than their legs. Even though their legs can work, they can move, they can scramble. Pat Mahomes, thicker guy, has some nice speed to him, and has a great arm. But when he needs to be mobile, he can definitely be mobile and get some yards downfield, 20, 15, 30 yards at certain points. But his arm is far greater than his leg ability. Same for Herbert. Same for Trevor Lawrence. Same for a lot of guys. So, but the guys I mentioned earlier, Lamar, Prime Vic, Josh Allen, Daniel Jones, list goes on, Zach Wilson, their arm talent, I take it back, not even their arm talent, it's the way that they view the field. They don't trust their eyes enough. And that's the thing. Their arm talent is there. They have big arms, bazooka for cannons on their shoulders, but they just can't view the field. They just can't read defenses as much as they should have. And Fields, in year 3, 2 games so far, he looks like he's a rookie quarterback. Plain and simple. He's just not seeing the field. And these low lights down bottom show it. Now, I will say this also. I don't believe in the term bust like how I used to. As I said, getting older, growing older, you see things and you know things differently. At least from my viewpoint, I don't believe in the term bust anymore. But, he's definitely going to have to take unless some changes, he has to take a step back, get traded somewhere like Trey Lance, or, get cut, released, and then go somewhere else and just sit and learn. And the best case scenario, as we all know, Geno Smith. And it sounds easier than what it really is, but Geno Smith had to wait a long time, wait a couple teams, and it also had to be real lucky. It's not like Geno just walked into a spot, okay, I'm going to sit 3 or 4 years, end up on the Seahawks, and then I'm going to start right away. Like, no, he had to sit, get lucky, find the right scheme, find the right coach, find the right weapons, find the perfect situation that don't happen for everybody. So if this doesn't work out for a guy like Fields, for a guy like Zach Wilson, there's a high possibility. There's a chance we never see them start full time again. A spot start here and there. They're in the QB battle in training camp, and they, or someone gets hurt and they come in half a game or whatever, or for a quarter or so to finish the game out. But there's a slim chance that we never see Fields again. As far as as a full-time starting quarterback. Even guys like Baker Mayfield, they got lucky. So I hate to say it because I felt so strongly about Fields and his talent. And it wasn't even the athleticism. It was about his arm. There's a thing. In Ohio State, I fell in love with Fields because of his arm. Yeah, the running was great. Yeah, it's cool. It's electric. It's great. All that stuff. But the arm what really sold me. I thought his cerebralness could have been better, or at least on par with Trevor Lawrence. And then you add in the equation of the addition of the athleticism to the equation. Then I think I thought he'd get the boost there. But as of right now, that cerebralness that I thought would happen at least year 2, year 3 is nowhere near right now. It's not coming along, and that's the bad part about it. So I really do expect for the Bears, who will most likely have at least 2 top 12 picks. The Bears themselves probably give you a top 5, top 7 pick, and then the Panthers, they have their pick from the DJ Moore trade. They might get that one also. Well, they will get that one also. And that, depending on how Bryce Young and the Panthers fare, I think they could turn it on and be a hot team later towards the year. I truly believe in Bryce Young. They could possibly, be closer or out the top 10 than what we think for right now. But, as of right now, they will have 2 top 5, 2 top 7 picks. So that's a good thing. And with one of those picks, right now, if that does happen, it's a guarantee almost that Fields is probably gone. And I don't see him being on the roster. That'll be kind of crazy. You would probably trade him away, cut him, something of that nature, and him sitting behind a couple guys, or going to a team like Tampa, going to Minnesota, which is possible. he could be starting for the Vikings or something. You never know. But as of right now, I don't see many people seeing him as a starting quarterback. But that's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.